may not have the full amount of time for finishing your dragon before it's lunchtime. I will let you deal with all the implications of that. But remember, if once you've cleaned it, if you keep your dragon business somewhat close to getting, then after we've swallow-againted, you can pull that back out and finish it up. However, we will put it all away before we leave because Brenda Sue is a whole other thing tomorrow, and there shan't be any Christy weirdness. That shall all be gone by then. All right, so I'm making a little log. That's the right size for his hand. The best way to do that is make it and see if that looks right. It can be longer. I don't care. I'm going to cut it off at the armpit. So I'm just flattening it a little bit for the hand part. This tool works great for 3 or 4 fingers. I usually do 4, so that means I'm going to make a cut in the middle and open it up a bit. Now he's got hooves. And then I'm going to make a cut on either side to make 4 fingers. All right? You see something?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can.
Yay.
Okay.
How many does he really have? No.
4. I do 3 or 4. Because if you get too many more than that, it's just awkward. It's like way too many fingers. A real life dragon 5, of course. So you can do 5 if you want. That's right. But 4 usually works. It's like the cartoon rule. All humans can have 4 fingers in a cartoon. 5 looks weird.
Yes.
That works for dragons too when you're doing a cartoon version of them. If you're doing realistic, you better put 5 on there. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to shove my tool in there and spread all those little fingers out. The difference between a paw and a fingered hand is this little notch in between each of the fingers. Because otherwise it's just lines and it looks like a little paw. You get that gap. Somehow now that looks right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to make the 2 in the middle that are all blocky looking, I want them to look pointy like the outer 2. So I'm just getting my fingers in there, and I got big sausage fingers. If I can do it, you can do it. It may take you a few tries, or you might go, you know what? My guy doesn't need a hand. I'm not making a hand. This guy doesn't have a hand. That's why we did the tail like this. So you don't got to do a hand. You just tuck his head down here, and he's a little Nestle dragon. No one knows the
That
difference.
sounds good to me.
Stop it,
Exactly,
He's
baby.
perfectionist. You make that hand.
You make that hand. You do
I
whatever
want
you
to
want.
see your hand.
I know, it'll probably be the perfectest hand ever. So now, once I've got those all done and
I'll give you a
spread,
hand.
she's good. She is fast.
That's
You
my
have
girl.
quick wit.
That's my
She
girl.
does have a quick wit. I'll tell you what, don't mess with her. All right, so I've done like I put the 3 together and the 1 is out, so you got the mitten thing going. Squeeze a little at the wrist, otherwise he's got that huge wrist thing going on. And it's enough that we have it. He doesn't have to have it.
Or maybe
so,
he's German.
But he's our baby.